Welcome back to Kamen Rider Review, episode number 13. This I'm discussing episodes 55 through 58. Yes, basically 4 straight episodes of Kamen Rider. Back to doing this now. Yes, now these episodes themselves, well, here's the thing about these episodes. It's like these episodes are kind of weird. So, we start off with episode 55 in a bowling alley of all places. Yes, a bowling alley. And if you ask anybody who basically was around in the 70s, they would probably acknowledge that the bowling alleys look like this. I have seen pictures of bowling alleys looking like this, where they have this guy who's at this bowling alley, and they're and of course you have Shocker show up completely randomly at this bowling alley, and then they apparently knock out a guy, spray him with this gas that they're developing, turns to smut, and then basically they basically lace all the bowling balls that are owned by the bowling alley, which apparently they say they had to buy it from the bowling alley. Okay, in the case of modern day, basically when it comes to bowling alleys and bowling balls, we get pick those, we use them for a while, and then we return them when we're done. Which then they take time probably to clean the damn things, to clean up all the germs and all the other stuff, basically sanitize them. They've probably done it for years. I know this because I'm the whole thing with the whole thing with bowling because I do bowl, and also the bowling alley where I live looks completely different from this one. The one they have here is more like a major city bowling alley, kind of in a way, especially the big signs, 40 lanes. Excuse me. And if you're thinking, like, have bowling alleys, like, the lanes really changed all that much over the years? Compared to this from mine, not much. The pins pretty much are the same, though they tend to vary basically what type of theme they're going for. As for the machines that basically pump up the bowling balls, those are mostly the same. I've been to a couple different ones. Where I live, we used to have two bowling alleys. One went out of business. The other one is still there, and it's very popular. It's called Pin Chasers. Look it up. Yeah. So, we have two people who are really good bowlers. Were they affected with this stuff in the bowling balls? And then we cut away to two guys selling this pesticide supposed to get rid of cockroaches, which actually don't work. It's just scam wars. And apparently Shocker thinks they're interrupting their cockroach stuff, which this makes no freaking sense at all. Yes, this is quite weird. They basically go with the bowling alley stuff. I'm like, what the heck's up with the spray and the aging stuff? And then apparently it's from some 4 cockroaches. So they take the scam artist, transform one into a cockroach man, and they wanted this Indian other guy like, oh no, let's have me do something else. And eventually the guy is taking off the 80s, though they do eventually find a cure for the damn stuff. Taki is actually one of the people actually infected with this stuff. Yeah, the plot of this episode is weird. Like, they go from bowling alley to cockroaches. What reason? I don't know. You're probably thinking, what was the actual reason for this little plan of Shockers? I have no freaking idea because it felt like the 55 was a complete random episode. That's what it felt like anyways. It felt complete random. That's what 55 was. 56. This was quite interesting. Poison Butterfly Gorilla. Excuse me, of the Amazon. This one was quite unique. Given the fact this one was a lot better paced with this one, one thing that's really good with this episode is the haunted house aspect. I actually love the house they go to. This episode looks like a really cool looking house. It's it's circular, and if you're curious though, is there any houses like that over here? From what I have seen for houses, I've never seen a house look like this before, where it's circle like this, where it's like But houses that have those big doors like that, I've only seen those basically the type of doors they have in this particular house. I've only seen those type of doors on greenhouses, or at least French doors. But apparently, this place has got 5 different entrances. So I thought this was kind of weird. And they wanted to blow up the house with the shocker bomb with Taki in it. And by the way, the poison butterfly that they basically apparently Ganta was that Gota was actually wearing the newspaper they were looking for on his head as a hat. What was the reason for it? No idea. They don't really explain that at all. And like they actually find the place. And you're probably thinking, what is the plot of this one? My guess is poison people. And this also is the first time in a while where the monster is a woman. Yeah, first time in a while that's happened. I mean, I like the suit they use for the creature. That's fine. But there's no real plot here per se. It just it's an okay episode. It felt better than the whole thing with the cockroach man. Damn. Next up is the Tattoo Man Domakai. This one, you're probably thinking, was there a plan with this one per se? I don't really know. At least in the case of Death March, that actually was dealing with, let's say, I think it was resurrecting. They had resurrected a dog in the episode, and the whole episode is basically. Oh, but I do remember the other one. It's about burning metal, and they're trying to do like surgery on him. They want to burn out all the metal in Japan because it's shocker. They'll do anything to try to take over the world. Get rid of metal. Maybe get rid of guns. Who the heck freaking knows? And in the case of this one, like they want to get their hands on this formula. Do they say the reason why? Well, oh, by the way, the plan of the oh, I do remember the plan of the second one. It actually was poisoning the water. I'm like, okay, that's an interesting plan for an evil organization like Shocker to do. But in the case of this one, I'm like, okay, they want to get their hands on this X alpha liquid. Now, why they want to get their hands on this stuff? Never explained. It's like in the case 55, somewhat a random episode per se. Like one of the guys who invented it is murdered at the start of the episode. I was like, why'd you kill him for? Yeah, the monster actually asked that. Why'd you kill him for? There was no reason to kill him. Like, it is baffling. Now, normally these shock creatures kill with no problem. But even the great leader Shocker is baffled why one of his own cyborgs basically would kill a random human. But this is Shocker for you. Yes. So, despite reviving a dead dog, which was dead for 3 weeks, you're probably thinking, what was there a real plan here? Yeah, there's something that's quite baffling about 58. There's like no reason why they like, oh, it's like something really cool that was invented. They want to get their hands on it. Okay. I watched the episode, I'm like, why in the world do they want to get their hands on a liquid that apparently revives people? They don't really go into detail exactly what the heck the thing really does. They just put this liquid in something and it revives. It's a revive formula. That's it. Though my guess they could use revive dead cyborgs. That's possible, but given the fact a lot of them explode in the episode, maybe that's there. It just helps up the Kamen versus. Maybe that's there that helps up the Kamen Rider versus Ambassador Hell movie. It's possible. But it felt as though of these 4 episodes, felt like the 56, 57, those are the actual plots and reasons why Shocker wanted to do stuff like that. But 55, 58, these episodes felt, though I do like the stuff that thing after, it just, there's no real plan here. Just, oh, get their hands on this formula because they want it. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, and by the way, this one, the scientist who, actually, I think it was in the first one. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was the. Um, it was one of these ones basically where wasn't this one? I think it was 55. I think it was where like the no, it wasn't Cockroach Man. I remember one of these basically featured an old friend. I think it was Sagume. I think it was. Yes, this one actually featured where the scientist who made the burning metal stuff that actually was an old friend of the main character. Okay, interesting. Oh, and by the way, it's like these episodes feel like this haven't felt as though like you get to the third arc and it feels as though we're just basically just plodding along until whatever something interesting happens. I mean, the only thing really interesting about these episodes is that so far, what if I've seen is most interesting? The open title song played during fight sequences. I'm like, that's cool because I think this is the first time the series actually has done that at this point. Yes, hmm but not really much else to say here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Stickler View. Um, I'm gonna basically wait till tomorrow to work on Overlord, but I'm gonna try to do one more Kamen review tonight. We'll work on the next two episodes. Okay, next video. Bye.